Last time on Fire Emblem Warriors, we did a filler mission. And then I think we might have saved their mom or found their mom. I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing of significance, really. So, you were talking about avatars or something.
Yeah, Avatar The Last Airbender. So, okay, but avatars in games. Robin from Awakening, Corrin, or
And then I guess
Kamui
also
in
Mark, if you want to get technical, kinda.
Mark? Oh, in
Blazing
Blazing.
Blade, yeah.
To protect the world
oh, what's it called?
and to avenge Darius.
Dragon Quest 9. Avatar character doesn't have a name as far as I'm aware. The Celestarian.
Surging out of them.
I don't self-insert in games.
Sometimes I kinda do if it is specifically supposed to be me, and I will know, yeah, and I know that it's gonna be a silent protagonist, because then I can just assume that they're saying whatever I'm gonna say.
Like, I can see in Blazing, maybe, like, a little bit more,
Navarre's right.
but, like,
We may have joined.
I don't see in, like, Awakening. I felt Robin was his own character
He
and
pretty
his
much
own dude.
is, but he still works better as, like, Corrin. I don't like as an Avatar character, but I do like her as, like, a character.
I don't like Corrin that much. I can get into it later. But I never, like...
Well, I'll explain what I mean then, but...
I come up with, like, especially in Dragon Quest 9, like, in my head, I came up with, like, a story for each of my characters. And, like, especially my own guy. I was like, man, this is a cool guy.
Read now on fanfic.net.
Yeah. It's
For the
just,
one, you will need to be 18 plus.
and then, like, in Awakening, I never thought of myself as my Robin character.
Why are Corrin... I mean...
In Pokemon...
Why are some of these guys here? Shit.
In Pokemon, I'll think of my character as, like, my little self running around, you know? Because I'm, like, catching my own guys, making my own choices where I'm going, that kind of stuff. But I don't know.
Did I
I
give
guess
her...
it's if-
Just for an extra heal, we'll put her in.
If the characters have enough personality that they, like, stick out as their own guy, I don't really self-insert. Which is weird because in Dragon Quest 9, I guess your character doesn't really have that much personality. But he's more, like, anime-like. He's all crazy, has cool abilities. And, you know, I just...
He looks like
I
a
don't know.
Dragon Ball.
He's a cool guy.
I don't know. I don't know if I talked about it here, but I've said about Robin before, he worked as an Avatar character because he was smart and he was clever, and since
I've received
Fire Emblem is a strategy game, it would make sense that you would associate those sorts of things with yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Corrin was, like, naive. Well, like, another thing with Robin is when he would pull off, like, some crazy stuff, you'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, man. We're so smart, Robin, you know.
branches are blocked.
I just feel like
Whereas with Corrin, there was so many times when he would do, he/she would do things, and you'd be like, no, Corrin, don't do that, Corrin. That is stupid, Corrin.
Corrin as a character also just seemed so much more bland to me. I didn't like the way, like, he/she was designed.
I don't know. I got a lot of use out of her in Smash Brothers, so that might be part of it.
Also, Robin might have stuck out to me anyways a little bit more, because in Dragon Quest, I love the Arm Mentalist, and that's kind of like that. Basically, it's like, because I always thought, hey, sword users are really cool, and I always thought sword users, like, the hero is one of my favorite classes in Fire Emblem. But I also like being able to, like, I thought magic classes were really cool, like mage. And then that was like a combination of them. You use sword, and you used swords, and you also could use, like, magical books. But then the Levin sword brought that to a whole nother level where it was like...
Levin Sword has been a thing for a while, or maybe they called it something
I
else.
just mean as a
but-
whole. It's, like, such a cool thing. That and the rune sword in some of the older ones was just such a cool thing because it was like, you can use magic.
I am going to check something
As a
quick. I'm
sword.
going to need to ask you to do something for me.
I don't want to. I'm killing a god.
I need you to kill that guy down there when you get a chance, okay?
Fine.
He's casting lightning, okay? I think those are the
Hey,
only...
that's
Holy
not
shit, they brought a lot of boys.
I'm taking this outpost first. Sakura, get out
Good
of
job. Anyway, you were saying something about something.
here. Levin swords and rune swords were cool because it's different from, like, the stereotypical, oh, you're using a book or a tome or, like, some kind of I guess incantation, is that the word where like you recite it?
Yeah, that's actually, yes, that is the correct word. Good job. Your mother is proud.
But I always thought, yeah, those are cool, and I really like the idea of like shooting flames out of your hand or something. But the idea of like you have a sword and you can attack with it, and while you're attacking with it, you can also like shoot lightning all over and like surge electricity through the blade.
There's a lot of boys here.
I must
I think I'm only like level 20 something. I'm level 29.
No, you're like... Whoa, I thought you were like 30. Well, maybe had you played that one map with me where I needed to kill the entire field all by myself, and thus I got a bunch of big old muscle man. I'm a muscly man, okay?
Sure.
Do you wanna... Yeah, I'll
I'm
leave
just
these to
kinda
you, okay?
running around. Wait, where are you?
Oh, I was right there. You were stealing one of my
Oh.
guys, but I need...
I've just been kind of running around.
But
killing
they're all
what's
Lance
ever in my
users, so I'm
path.
just gonna leave it to you, okay?
Oh, look at me!
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm still worried about Three Houses. I can't remember if we talked about
I'm
that or
gonna
not.
put faith in it.
I think that's a bad idea.
It's not gonna be to the point of Pokken Tournament. I put like so much faith, and I guess hype is the word. I don't really like using the word hype,
It depends on like to what degree you do it, really.
but like I was getting really excited. I was like, I'm gonna play the crap out of this. This is gonna be the best game ever. It's finally a 3D fighting Pokemon game where you control the Pokemon, you use the moves, everything. I was getting so excited, and that came out, and it was nowhere near what I expected. It was like kinda
Well, yeah,
bland
typically
for
when you
my
get your
tastes.
expectations up. Oh, I just love playing as a Gardevoir.
I'm not gonna like.
I am a pretty princess.
I'm not gonna
I
get like
actually am a
super
princess right now, aren't I?
I'm not gonna get super excited for it, but I am gonna be like,
Okay, can you take the other side then?
yeah, I'm gonna
Since I just opened it up.
pick it up and do it. I don't know who's doing the music for it. I really like the music they used in the trailer.
I actually didn't pay that close attention to it.
Oh, they did some really cool things with it. Like the first part of it was like the Fire Emblem theme, but more like slowed down and slightly altered. And I was
I
like, oh.
need to do something. Where is Seda? She's... Sakura, dear.
Yes.
And yeah, it was
Would
cool.
you have...
I hope they have the people who did Awakening's music do it. I know a lot of people are like, Fates did the better music. Yeah, I know. Fates did everything better. Screw you. I liked Awakening. I talked about that last episode.
Fates did a better way of just, of charging you 3 times for a game.
Yeah.
I mean-
want to know the true story, you gotta buy it.
Oh, I got like a special edition. It was $80, which would have been the price had I gotten all the games separately, and I got a bunch of stuff with it.
I mean, I guess it's not terrible because it's only $20 to get the rest of the games then, but it's still you're paying
Yeah,
money
it's
to
not
play
like
the game.
it's not like Pokemon where it's like, oh, you get slightly different things and like the story minimal changes to the story. Whereas with this, it's like, hey,
Also,
the
I
whole
don't-
damn stories.
I don't know what you thought about Revelations. As far as I got a little far before I just decided I wasn't having fun and didn't want to play it. It was, a lot of the levels were just gimmicks, and they weren't fun gimmicks.
I don't really remember too much. I just remember like the last fight was really cool. It wasn't hard. It was cool. Like I really think is what they should have done with the frickin' Splatoon one.
One of the complaints people had about Awakening that I can see was that there wasn't a whole lot of variety. Pretty much all of them were route the enemy.
It was war, Sam.
But
How do you win a war? By killing every other guy who
I
wants you
kind
dead.
But then Revelations just did the complete opposite. They tried so many different things that didn't work. And they wouldn't keep it consistent either. They wouldn't like teach you one thing one level for it to be applied in the next level then later. They would
Well,
do.
that's teaching you to think on your toes.
It was like, look, this level has teleporters. You'll never see them again. Or, hey, look, in this level, it's like sometimes dark and the areas are segmented. You'll never see it again.
I get what you mean. Like I said, I think it was more just,
And
to
they,
test your, like, how you can react to different scenarios, but
just
I
didn't
can
find
see you
any of
wanting...
the gimmicks fun.
In their original fighting style.
Or like the Oh, what was I gonna? Why did I just forget? There were a lot of really dumb things that they had you do just for gimmick's sake. Oh, you're in the volcano. It's like, oh, every other turn, the volcano walls are random. Woo, fun. And it was like, no, this is just making the level longer and more tedious and just not fun.
Oh, would it be kind of like adding rain to a game where you have to climb?
It's
where...
pretty much exact. It's like a really long level. Like, I don't mean, it's like long, it has long width. And then they just make it firewalls every other turn that block you. And there's not even a whole lot of enemies. They're like scattered about throughout it. And it's like, I guess I just gotta wait 3 turns until the lava's back to normal. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but that is, like...
I keep on getting my combo wrong.
I'm not really comboing, I'm just kind of pressing Y and occasionally X. Sometimes if I'm lucky...
I hear you defeated a monster.
I did. Why can't I lock onto this guy?
Your parents are very proud.
No.
Why would you train my lock on that guy? Well, whatever.
This is how a lady fight? Who is Velazark?
Valazark? Oh, that's the big scary dragon.
Oh, he's a dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the wyvern designs in Sacred Stones.
You did or you didn't?
I did. They were a lot, like, sleeker. You know?
I don't
Smooth.
really remember, but I'll take your word for it.
They were just kind of cool looking.
I
They were
see no reason
different
to
and
doubt
cool.
you on this. It seems like a silly thing to lie about.
Like, the wyverns were cool. And then there were, like... The peg knights were okay, but they were just not as good wyvern knights, you know? Because the wyvern knights were actually kind of like... They were quick, and they do kind of... Because I remember turning Tana into the world's greatest... Is that me?
Nah.
You son of a... No, I'm fighting myself!
So long as we follow
Oh, you took a picture of it.
by those in
I took a picture?
Yeah, you did.
Sweet. I was like, hey guys, look, this is the time that I fought myself.
Oh, that's me again.
This
Oh,
kind of reminds me of when in Ocarina of Time, you would fight Dark or Shadow Link, whichever you'd like to call him. I'm gonna call him Shadow Link. You fight Shadow Link.
wait, did he...
Only if he only held his shield up the entire time, and that was just all he did, you know? Because it was...
the mission starting. Our enemies have launched the
I had a really easy time with that fight, despite what everybody else did. I used the Bigoron sword, so maybe that's why.
Maybe, or...
So I was just kind of, I would stay a little bit out of his reach, but enough so that he was in my reach, so I could just keep slashing him.
Or it could also have something to do with, since it was, you played like the remake, maybe they fixed
Yeah.
something, because I do know they fixed the water temple a good bit,
Yeah.
so that you didn't have to constantly memorize a load of
My
bullshit.
problem with the other one I played was GameCube. My problem with that's me. My problem was that sometimes my arrows just wouldn't be as precise as I would want them to be, like in mini games and like target shooting. I thought the gyroscope fixed that quite well. That was the dumbest thing ever.
What?
Why is the dodge like that in this game? I dodge to the left of this guy. She spins the whole way around him and gets back up to get hit by his special. It's like, I dodged to the side so you wouldn't get hit. I didn't want you to come right back and get hit.
We have to take out the sages. Now!
You have to take
Wait,
out
I
the
thought we did take out the sages.
Shut up, Ryoma. Lobster boy. Got him. Ryoma's another one that's like, he's okay.
I mean, I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. He's just kind of like, I fight for honor and family and stuff, and it's like, okay, sure. You know? It's very, okay, sure.
That's a lot of the characters in that game. Hannah. I fight for honor. Hinata. I fight to get strong. Tsubaki. I like to be perfect at everything. Hinoka. I fight to get my little brother back, but now that he's back, I guess I fight for peace. Hinoka's not bad. She's just...
I fight for that purple-haired bitch not taking him again.
I fight
It's like,
specifically
yeah, I mean-
to one day kill Camilla. Takumi.
Reinforcements.
I fight because I'm so cool that I can win every fight ever. I'm the strong one in my family.
People are like, oh, it's because he secretly has self-esteem issues. It's like, okay.
Well, he does, but I mean,
that's
you
fine,
know.
but don't make him be a butt about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can have self-esteem issues without being an asshole.
Leo, to a certain extent, has a little bit of self-esteem
Yeah, because
issues,
Xander's so awesome, amazing.
but he does something about it. He's like,
He's like,
"See,
oh, I guess I'll be a
know-"
worthwhile human being. That'll.
He's like, I know I could never be as good at the sword as him. However, I have my own strengths. And then he picks up magic because he finds out, hey, I'm good at this. He doesn't try to just sit there and be a loser. Takumi's just like, I guess I'll cry and shoot a bow. Guess I'll never be as good as Ryoma. Or
They're weaker than me. I'll make sure they know how good I am in comparison to them.
So instead of working hard to change myself and like get strong, I'm just gonna be like, I'm strong. Instead of getting strong, I'm just gonna say I'm strong. It'll make people think I'm strong.
They're in trouble.
I'm a big old strong boy.
I don't like Takumi. That's not clear. A lot of people. Takumi has like a little like, I almost want to call it a cult following. Like there's just a group of people that are like, I
could
love
explain it.
Takumi.
Probably. Okay, you've seen Star Wars, the prequels, right?
Yeah, I've seen all the Star Wars. I like the 6th one the best. Come at me, bros.
Do you know
This
which
is
one the
pod
Return of
racing.
the?
What's this?
You don't know what any of the numbers are.
Oh, is pod racing not number 6?
Pod Racing's episode 1, which would be the 4th.
Oh,
But no, like, you know
Never
how Hayden
mind.
Christensen is
pod
awful,
racing
right?
is my favorite one. Yeah.
Like,
The numbers are confusing in that. It's like Final. It's not as bad as Final Fantasy.
But,
Final Fantasy
you know.
is so dang confusing.
like the
Look! It's glitching out again. Hallelujah. They're doing the hokey pokey. They're turning themselves around.
The thing is, though, like, I was dating a girl, like, one point, and I can't remember if we were watching them or if we were just talking about them,
And
right?
then she said she didn't like Boba Fett, and that was the last time I talked to her.
No, it was like, I might have just been watching them on my own and we were discussing them, and I was like, dude, Anakin is so creepy. Why would anybody ever go for him, right? Because he's creepy as shit. If you're from, if you remember. And she's like, yeah,
But he has
but he's
abs.
pretty. And it's like,
Takumi's
oh.
not pretty. Takumi's a butthole.
I
But hey,
mean,
maybe some people find
he's kind of
buttholes
pretty.
I don't know.
He's got the long hair. It's done up in this big, like, ornate ponytail. He's got some stuff going on for him aesthetically. Yeah, no, I don't like him either. And even if he was, like, the, most objectively beautiful person, real or fiction, ever created, that still wouldn't excuse the fact that he's a colossal asshole.
I like people for their personality.
I'm also a
Other
huge...
people like people for their personalities.
Oh, them the boobs or the
Yeah.
abs.
Either take your choice, take it.
I mean, why can't I have both?
I just mean, like, different people, man, some people may like the abs, other people may like the
I mean, I
arms.
think, if a girl were to have a nice stomach and a little bit of definition, I think that's lovely. I can't tell because of her metal corset.
Ready to go.
Her stomach's the only thing she covers up. Why did it say B? What does B mean? I pressed B, what did it do?
You got one of Anna's
Oh, there she
memories.
is! Please join us! No!
Oh, you had to, work your ass off. This might be our final opponent here
I
until
thought you were gonna
the
say
next
this was the
mission.
final episode, and I was like, yeah!
No, I think we have at least one more mission. I thought it was 22, but it might just be 20, 21.
I killed a guy.
Yeah, I finished my guy off, so we're good.
Oh, it said something fell, and I was like, no.
We're like, okay, go and fight. It's either 1 or 2. It'll say end game if it's the last one.
End game Rima.
Dragon should be just
Spoiler alert.
No, his valves are black.
If I get a tattoo one day, it probably will be the Fell brand. Cool guy alert.
Ivan Ouroboros. That's
the
pretty
thing
cool.
is, you have yours in the location Envy has it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want mine on my hand like Robin has it.
The tricky part is, like, I know at least with my job, you're allowed to have tattoos, but they're not allowed to show.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking instead of having it on my hand like he does, because his is like pretty big, takes up the majority of the back of his hand.
You could do it a few ways. You could, one, find a job where it's fine.
Yeah.
Two,
I think jobs are getting
always-
more like okay with it.
always wear fingerless
Gloves.
gloves. Or three, find like some sort of like makeup that would actually be able to cover
This
it up.
seems pretty endgame.
I kind of almost want to say that they piss around so that it's not quite endgame, that we have to do one stupid thing, but it could be.
But I could also get it like right on my, not quite
He's
bicep
rubbing
or
his like
tricep.
his
in between
arm
the
like
bicep and
almost near his
tricep.
shoulder.
Yeah, like right here, I would probably get it. Probably
But-
on my left arm, maybe on my right. I'm not sure yet. But if I got a tattoo, that's what it would be. Because I just think the Fell brand is such a cool little.
They're getting along these days. Oh, it is endgame. So
It's
yeah,
such a cool
next
little
episode
design.
will be the last episode.
It'll be a little bit longer too.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time for the end game. And yeah, it will be a bit of a big boy, but if you've watched this long, I mean, come on. Why not? Right?